Welcome everyone. This is a tarot reading for the sign of Pisces. So today we're going to be starting off looking at your current situation at the present moment, in the recent past, and working our way towards the future. The cards are already shuffled, laid out, as you can see. I'm basically ready to get started. By the way, if you guys do get something out of these videos, if these videos resonate for you, like the video. That helps me out a lot, helps the videos circulate and all that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start in your recent past, like I said, and work our way towards the future. So in the recent past, we have the Devil. Interesting way to get the reading started here. And the Oracle card here is the Wizard's Tower. So the Wizard's Tower is about wisdom. It's about kind of seeing things from this higher perspective. And then we have the Devil. This is like a very interesting combination. So let me get a feel for this, because this is a very weird combination. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like this is more about how to attain wisdom. This is the challenges in attaining wisdom, figuring out like a true perspective. It's like there are blockages to perception. There are blockages to climbing the tower of wisdom, climbing the tower of like wizardry, of knowledge, right? There's something preventing you or like almost like stopping you, like, and I mean like a malevolent force, like a person, situation, that actively wants you to know less, to be less wise, to be less knowing. This isn't good. Let me get a tarot card here. Tell me about the Devil with the Wizard's Tower. Tell me about the Devil with the Wizard's Tower. This could just also be like difficulty in seeing things from like a wider perspective, like having a really narrow-minded view that, like I was saying, could be imposed by circumstances around you. Like, let me give you an example. Maybe you don't have enough food to live, so all you can think about is how to get food on the table, right? Like survival. That is a circumstance that really forces your perception into like a narrow scope, and this could be something to that effect. Tell me more about the Devil here with the Wizard's Tower. These are circumstances around you, by the way. That's what I'm feeling with this. The number one. Interesting. So it's about you. It's about your own personal growth. And these other cards also just came out. So let me take a look at these also. We have the Cat, we have the Sun, and then we have Virgo. This is figuring out who you are. Figuring out who you are, understanding who you are, seeing things from like the perception, like with a knowing of who you are. It's all about attaining wisdom, but it's going to take effort on your part. That's the problem, is that's where the Devil comes in, is something about your situation. Maybe you're too comfortable, and that is the Devil, right? Giving you all these things to keep you distracted, but you actually have to take action in order to attain wisdom. On the bottom is the Staff, which again tells me like there needs to be action taken. Yeah, there needs to be action taken. Let's pick these cards up and let's move into the present and see what's going on in the present moment. Hold on, I put these in reversed. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's take a look at the present. I want to see, I'm going to start here in the position of the head. This tells me in the present moment how you guys are perceiving the situation, your thoughts at the moment. It's what's in your head, right? All right, so we have the Magician, but we have Neptune. How interesting. So we have the Wizard's Tower and the Magician. So you guys are trying to become, magical. You're trying to be able to make things happen. You're trying to be able to make whatever's like in your imagination like real, right? That's the Magician. But at the same time, you can't see how. Neptune. And why can't you see how? Because going back to the recent past, which is also the circumstances still around you, because there is still a challenge to your wisdom. You still have to open your mind more before you'll be able to figure out and maybe even attain some like self-knowing and stuff before you can figure out how to really truly become the Magician here. We'll pull one card just really quick, see what else comes out. Yeah, this is just really like, it's like, how do I make my wishes come true? It's like you're ready to try, but you don't know how. And there might still be a component of needing to attain higher wisdom before you can truly make your wishes come true. Okay, so we have the brain. We have the brain coming out in the position of the head, right? So this tells me there's just a lot going on in your head. You guys are doing a lot of thinking about this. But again, it's murky. It's like you haven't figured it out. Let's keep going. So I want to take a look at what you guys are doing about it. So that's going to be this position here. This is the position of the hand. What are you guys are doing in the present moment? What are you guys up to? We have the Knight of Pentacles with the number 5. There's a stubbornness or like, okay, so this isn't stubbornness. That's not what I'm feeling. It's like a disagreeableness, but also like a steadiness. Like you don't want to change what you're doing, but you want to make your wishes come true. A lot of times those conflict with each other. I'll tell you that right now. If you want to live a different life, you actually have to change the elements of your life in order to make it different. Like those people who buy a scratch ticket or like who play the lottery, they expect having money, like, oh, I have money, that'll change my life. That never works. It's like only your actions can change your life. If you just keep going, doing the same old, it doesn't matter what's going on up here. Your wishes will never come true, right? That's the 5 here. That's the conflict with the 5. Let me pull a card here. This reading is getting very interesting. Tell me with the Knight of Pentacles with the number 5. Yeah, it's like you can't have a life different from other people. It's almost like you're required to do something different, you know, in order to have something different, right? So we have Pisces, your card, the Oracle card here. And then we have the Hammer. These cards are describing these cards, which again, we're talking about where you guys are up to in the present moment, which again is kind of like sticking with the status quo, sticking with the normal shit. Like you're almost like you would rather keep on doing the same old stuff, and yet it's not getting you anywhere. It's not getting your wishes fulfilled. It's not, and I feel like that is the devil. Remember, the devil is still lingering around you. I kind of feel like this might be attached to the devil. Doing the same old thing. Now, maybe that's just me because I think it's always good to break out of a routine, but I feel like this devil might be attached to this conflicting behavior where it's like we want to make magic happen, but we also want to keep doing the same stuff. All right, let's keep going here. On the bottom, we have the Book, which is interesting. Again, hearkening back to needing to learn more before we can actually really change what's going on. A lot of mental stuff going on in this reading. A lot of mental stuff. Seems like not a lot of physical stuff. The physical stuff is more like keeping on with the status quo. All right, so let's take a look at this last position here in the present moment, and then we're going to look into your future. So this is the position of the heart. This tells me how you guys are feeling about this whole situation. You guys are feeling motivated. I probably should have looked at this first, because that would have like given me a little bit more of a background. But yeah, you guys are just literally feeling, I don't even have to pull any clarifier cards. You guys are feeling motivated. You're feeling ready to go. You're feeling like you're ready to get moving. You're feeling energized, right? Ace of Wands with the number 8. That's a lot of movement. That's a lot of movement. But at the same time, what are you guys doing? Same old shit. And thereby, that's why the number 5 is there. Why? Because the number 5 is the number for conflict. There's inner conflict, right? Doing the same old shit, doing the same old shit, okay? But being ready here to make magic happen, make changes, gain higher wisdom, all this stuff that you know you want to be doing. Okay, so you guys want to be moving. You want to, it's like, let's see what's coming up for you in the short-term future. Maybe you guys will end up moving in the short-term future. Let's see. So we have here the Page of Cups and the King. How interesting. How interesting. These are totally different people. Now, it could also be that these are kind of a reconciling of both of these energies. Yeah, this is literally maturing, but not losing what makes you young, right? Page of Cups is young. It's like you're youthful, like a purity of youth, right? And then the King here is like adulthood. So that's kind of part of what your journey is looking like here. It is learning to balance that, like doing. You don't have to stick with it. You don't have to be the Knight of Pentacles all the time, okay? Which is also the King. Be responsible all the time. There is an element of purity and expression that is tied to all the stuff that you're trying to do, like even higher wisdom is tied to knowing that purity of expression is everything. So that's what's coming up for you, is like managing those two things. That's coming up in the short-term future. Let me pull cards. Now this could also be two people, if this energy manifests externally, where you have someone just being honest with someone else who is like an older person. That could be the case too here. Maybe there is a second person who is acting as the devil here, who is acting like someone who is just too rigid. You know, if this is two people, one person's too rigid and one person is kind of like ready to open up their minds and try new things, do something different, but is sort of locked into this rigidity along with the other person. If it's two people, because, you know, I do have two people in the cards here. All right, so to clarify this, I have the heart and I have the treasure chest. Yeah, what do we want for ourselves? What do we want in terms of like the stuff that we get? It's like enjoying money, heart plus gold, right? Enjoying the money rather than just making the money to put in a savings account, right? That's the combination of these two cards, responsibility plus usefulness. Enjoying the money that you're making, enjoying the resource, like it's like both, responsibility plus having fun, enjoying the benefits of that responsibility. All right. Well, let's move on to advice for you guys. So that is just kind of looking at your situation, past, present, and into a little bit of your future. But let's see what we can do for advice. What should you guys be doing, focused on, or aware of at the present moment? Can I have advice here for my Pisces? What should my Pisces be doing, aware of, you know? Okay. I have here the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So this is saying that there is an element you kind of do have to... There are responsibilities that need to be addressed. You can't just drop everything and go on a retreat to, I don't know, obtain enlightenment, right? You can't do that. Four of Pentacles tells you you have responsibilities that you kind of got to see through. So that, again, it's that juggling. It's that juggling of being like a spiritual person, but also having to deal with like real world stuff. It's being what's that saying? Being in this world, but not of it, right? Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Tell me about advice here for my Pisces signs. Can I have advice for my Pisces? Anything else here? Oh, okay. Okay, so we got 4 cards. And then we got these 2 that came out over here. Not sure about them, we'll see. All right, so we have Neptune, the number 8. We have the Wizard's Tower, again, not surprised, right? And then the Staff, which I glimpsed at the bottom of the deck earlier. So again, this is talking about how you do have responsibilities, but there is also time. And there are moments of stillness where you can take advantage to actually focus on and take action on yourself. Whether that means that you're working on your spirituality, whether that means you're like just thinking about what you want, your purpose, right? The Wizard's Tower is wisdom. All those things kind of apply to wisdom. You do have to take time to do those things amidst your other worldly responsibilities. This is all what's coming up for advice, which is sort of just a reiteration of everything I've already said, right? So let's see what these two cards are. So we have the 5 reversed with the ear reversed. How interesting. So remember how I was saying there was a bad influence, the Devil card from before, that was stopping, preventing, or maybe slowing down your progression, your wisdom, whatever. Well, that's this. This is saying don't listen to other people who tell you things that are false. Literally, like, ear reversed. Don't listen. 5 reversed is like they're basically wrong. They're not correct. And they potentially causing more conflict with the 5 reversed with the information that they're giving you, or it's like conflicting information, right? Don't listen to them. I don't need to pull any more cards, actually. And it's funny because on the bottom, the wall, and then look, we have walls here in the 4 of Pentacles. It's really literally like almost the same energy here with the wall and the 4 of Pentacles. It's like you guys got to keep doing what you're doing, but also it is time to put some energy into yourself while blocking out the chitter chatter from people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right, guys, Pisces, thank you guys so much for being here. That's going to be our reading for today. I will see you guys in probably a couple of weeks, maybe a month, depending on how long it takes me. But thank you guys so much. Anyway, take care.